reaction video, and we are here with an Explore With Us crime story time. Yeah, I know y'all like the way it sounds. They like the way it rhymes. Cops discover 3 bodies in a YouTuber's home. I've never seen this. I'm surprised I haven't seen it either, because I've seen different stories of YouTubers going crazy, but there's so many YouTubers that, of course, there's a story that we haven't heard about. If y'all like this vid, be sure to like, subscribe, and then go check out Explore With Us as well. We always react to their videos, and without no further ado,
we do have a good show for you today.
Let's get into it.
Woo!
Told my wife, I said, that boy's gonna kill somebody.
Whoa.
He's menacing, he's evil, he's crooked, he's maniacal, he's dirty, and he kind of makes you want to punch him and kill him.
A day really wouldn't go by where some way or the other I didn't think about killing somebody. I guess too much exposure to violence had built up over all the things that I had like shot and all that stuff.
He said, I just want you to know, Aunt Liz, they did not suffer. And his whole voice changed from sweet to, I made sure of that.
If anyone was going to hurt him, it was going to be me. I guess I couldn't protect him from myself.
Before the age of influencers, Mr. Anime carved out a niche with anime reviews and short films.
Damn
on
it.
YouTube's early
Fuck. It's niggas like this that made anime look bad back in the day, bro. For real, for real. They, like, anytime I used to talk about liking anime, niggas be like, oh, you're weak. And there would be people be like, no one ever said that, bro, I promise. It would. But that's why I'm glad so many people like anime now, because now you got our favorite shows coming out within the next weeks. It's like, damn, I almost get caught up on all that shit. But no, it really was going through the ringer back then. But you can't blame them when they see niggas like this. Nigga has anime posters all in his room, and then he's over here, yeah, I've been fighting my demons of trying not to kill anybody. Like, nigga, you making us look bad. We don't accept niggas like that, bro. He was damn near before YouTube loaded footage. No, bro, 18 years ago, he was uploading this shit? Yeah. He was deep. He was deep in the web.
As his videos took on a darker edge, the increasing violence foreshadowed the horrific act to come. No warning was clearer or more disturbing than the title of one of his final videos, Mr. Anime is planning something.
I don't think God will ever forgive me.
In 2006, 17-year-old Trey Eric Sessler created his YouTube channel, LensCap Productions.
We do have a good show for you today. We're partying back there, partying up here. Woo!
Though his audience never realized it, a growing madness was slowly consuming Trey.
Dude
and
was
they had a
Reddit
front row
first
seat
hand
to
type
his
dudes
slow
posted
and
on YouTube.
disturbing
Yeah.
descent.
All right, first of all, we've changed up our table a little bit. We now have this. It's the POS gun. We destroyed pieces of with it, and we're definitely gonna be destroying this after we're done with it. Yu-Gi-Oh was so bad in my mind that I just...
How are you gonna... What? Yu-Gi-Oh is so bad that you just want to end somebody's life over it? We don't accept you in the Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood community, my nigga. At that point, it probably would have just been Full Metal Alchemist, though. You know, like, bro, get the fuck out of here.
Somebody.
Over the years, his videos began to show signs of a deteriorating mental state, with some reviews lacking his usual enthusiasm.
Shinji, tragic hero, experiences fear and loneliness, and I would like to challenge anyone out there that has never had thoughts of fear or loneliness in their life.
Viewers soon began to notice changes in both his appearance and demeanor, as well as an unsettling shift in content.
Oh, how you doing, everyone? It's Mr. Anime. Or you can call me Trey. You can call me the guy that does the video game reviews, or you can call me the guy that does all the gun stuff now. Basically, what I'm going to do is, and this is pretty childish and ridiculous, is blow up the couch to the best of my 9mm abilities. So let's see what we can do. Oh, whoa. I wouldn't want to be sitting on that couch right now.
Soon to be revealed are
This nigga's jokes aren't even good, bro. What the fuck? Like, I gotta be honest, though. The amount of effort he put into this is actually crazy. Because let's not deny the fact that this was taken back in, what, 2006? 2006, and he was doing transitions like this. Hold on. Look at this transition. Niggas on TikTok wouldn't find out about this until 16 years later. Whoa. Whoa. Nah, nigga, hold on.
I wouldn't want to be sitting on that couch right now.
Still ass,
Soon to
though.
be revealed
You're not
are the
funny.
haunting details of
What's
Trey's
good,
own
y'all?
confessions, most of which has
Feel
never
like
been
on
heard
Gucci
before
Mane.
until now. It began on March
He's down
20th,
there dancing on my
2012,
fucking NASCAR
when,
life for
according to
bricks.
news articles, a welfare check led Waller, Texas authorities to the Sessler family home, the same house that had served as the backdrop for many of Trey's videos. What had once been a stage for fictional violence had become the site of real, unspeakable carnage. In the garage, an older woman was found motionless in her blood-soaked pajamas, half buried beneath a pile of junk and debris. The very same room where Trey
What the
once filmed
fuck?
several anime reviews.
And though this isn't actually a horror anime, I think it is. I think it's horrid and horrible. Horrible.
Curled on the floor of the hallway bathroom, a young man lay in a pool of dried blood, the same room that once served as the set for Trey's short film, Keaton.
That looks good. Very good.
You can come on in.
In a bedroom, an older man was found still in his bed, with his legs hanging over the side and his head pressed into the pillow. Each of the 3 victims sustained multiple gunshot wounds.
Oh my
The only reason we're
gosh.
here is because the freaking police sieged my property with the martial arts training center because we killed 3 people.
Nearly every room in the house reflected a violent outburst, with wrecked furniture, shattered picture frames, and holes in the drywall.
And he just destroyed the. I will never. Oh my gosh. Hold on. I will never forgive myself. I can't know why I did this. God help me. Oh, I don't know why I did this. And he absolutely tore everything up in there. Look at how like, oh my God, it's fucked in there. Love my family. He says that he loves his family on his fridge, but I mean, everything otherwise. What happened? So this YouTuber called Mr. Anime would make tons of videos, obviously depicting him doing some heinous shit. And now it is seen that he killed 3 people, his family, in his house. I need more information, but anything but therapy.
And holes in the drywall.
Yeah, he's
sprawled across the walls was a chilling
No.
confession, leaving no doubt the man behind the mass murders was Trey Eric Sessler. After the horrifying discovery, police tracked Trey to his friend Casey's house. Police surrounded it, arresting both Trey and Casey, who had no idea that a murderer had just spent the night at his house.
Oh my gosh. Imagine your friend spends a night at your house, right? And then the cops pull up in the morning. And you're like, what the fuck? And they arrest you because your friend murdered his family. I would have thought I was next. The fuck do you mean? What, you weren't gonna tell me none of this? Like, nigga was probably just... And you know, I mean, in no way probably was showing that he did anything. Thank y'all for the follows, y'all. For real. I appreciate y'all.
What? I mean, my buddy Levi called me. He was like, Casey, I'm watching Fox 26 News, and you're on there, and something about your buddy Trey killing somebody, or doing something, or trying to do. I'm like, what? And I just didn't know what to do. I'm like, what? I put it on 26. I go ahead, Trey. I'm like, dude, what's going on? All of a sudden, you know, he's like bolting out the
Welcome back,
door,
Owen.
and I don't even know which way he went. And he's out the back door, and I ran around. I'm like, what's going on? And I saw lights, and then I wasn't trying to resist or run. I was just trying to get to my front yard. Then I saw all these helicopters, and they get tackled.
Bro, Owen, thank you for the GGs, bro. Much love. And I think they arrested him at the time just because they thought he was a part of it. But I think, like, this is him, like, in the interview, he's like, bro, I did not know anything about this. So I think they just really, like, took him in for questioning. not really much of arresting him. Well, I mean arresting him, but taking him in for questioning. I don't think, you know, he's gonna have any charges or anything like that. Cause I feel like if he would have known that he did this, it would be harboring a fugitive. But since he didn't know anything about this, he'll be good.
Both Trey and Casey were taken into custody. During questioning, Casey told investigators he had no knowledge of the murders and was not intentionally harboring Trey at his home. Although investigators were initially skeptical, it was Trey who would later reveal the entire truth. 1 month after his arrest, Trey
Appreciate
sat
all the
down with
likes, y'all. Thank
detectives and
y'all.
delivered a full taped confession, revealing not only how and why he committed such a brutal crime, but also unveiling a disturbing plan he had nearly carried out in the aftermath.
What the
You wanted to talk to us, is that correct?
Yeah, go ahead, ask me anything.
Is there a particular reason you wanted to talk to us one more time?
I was, I don't know if this is correct, but I was reading in some news articles that you guys are having a problem establishing a timeline. I have a clear picture.
You do?
Yes.
Before recounting the day he took 3 lives.
Oh, I hate niggas like this too, because they're like, no, y'all messed my story up. Let me tell it right. Like, nigga, at this point, I'm gonna lie, and I'm gonna say you didn't do shit right. You know what I mean? Hey, I thank y'all, for real. But
Trey pointed to
he making it all about him.
Years of escalating red flags, dark obsessions, and a fixation on violence that ultimately went unnoticed.
There's just a pattern of, there's tons of opportunities where someone could have intervened, but no one did.
Friends and neighbors spoke with investigators about Trey's fascination with guns.
My little brother and I stayed over at Trey's house, and he showed us a lot of different handguns and stuff, but the one that really sticks out was an AR-15, and he had a 100-round drum attached to it, and that was kind of the one, because he mentioned that if you sprayed it into a crowd, you could kill a bunch of people, and I was just like, I felt very uneasy about that, you know?
He had a
What? Yo, I can't even like process that. You as yo, you listen to your homie say, yeah. Look at this shit, bro. AR-15 with a 100-round mag. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Nigga pull out a 100-round mag in front of me. I'm like, yo. 100-round drum, not a mag. My bad. Drum. Nigga, a drum, bro. Stop pausing, yam nose. Hey, I got you, bro. I got you. Just in case you or any other person acts like this isn't a reaction video, I got you. Cops discovered 3 bodies. 3. Cops discovered 3 bodies in YouTuber's home. Posted by Explore With Us, EWU, Crime Story Time. Now, if you're done complaining like a little bitch, we can get back into it. But if you're down, let's get it.
Japanese sniper rifle with extended clips, and that's when he told me.
Pause again,
he was
Hey.
pointing across.
You ain't gonna tell me pause again, because I will. But due to everyone else in here, we good with that. We just gonna ban you, though.
The street here.
Right.
He said I could hit
Just
a
kidding.
person
I'm
over
bullshitting.
there 300 yards or whatever,
Right.
Instead of saying I could hit a deer or a dog or he said a person, and I thought, boy, right then it rung. I went home, told my wife. I said, that boy's going to kill somebody.
But they never told nobody important.
There are a couple people around town that aren't so satisfied with Mr. Anime Reviews. I don't know why, but I've got a little bit of inside info that they're going to be coming for me tonight. So, I'm be ready.
While speaking with investigators, Trey revealed a disturbing incident that happened when he was just 13 years old.
I had a CO2-powered BB pistol with me, and I took off down the road, and they sent my brother Mark after to catch me. They're like, go get him. And I saw Mark coming up behind me.
Blame it all on me. I got y'all.
I turned to him, and I started opening fire on him with the BB pistol. And I saw him kind of covering, and he took off running back down the road. So I went all the way down the road to the bank, and to my, at that time, pleasant surprise, there was a police officer sitting there at the ATM machine. I reached behind me, and I pulled the BB pistol out. And I didn't point it at him. I held it away. I was like, I got a gun. And instantly he pulled his gun out and had it on me. I threw the gun down, and he came over and apprehended me.
Did you have to go see like CPS, child, juvenile probation, any of
This
those?
nigga's crazy. You mean to tell me he had a CO2 he had a CO2 powered BB gun and he walked up on a cop and said, "I have a gun. I have a gun." Man. Okay, Trey, Eric. Fucking hell. Oh my gosh, bro.
From that incident?
Yeah.
No, they dropped the whole thing.
Many of his videos featured stage guns and fantasy killings, fictional brutality played out for the camera.
I really gotta kill that guy.
I'm not gonna pay you.
But behind the scenes, real violence was beginning to take shape in far more unsettling ways.
I thought he loved animals like I do. You know, I just thought that he loved them, and he would never, ever dream of hurting an animal. And I guess I was wrong.
Freeze, Ratman.
And I don't know how true it was, but they were mentioning that there was all those animal graves and stuff.
Oh, hey, Mr. Anime here. Don't mind me, though. Just doing a little bit of gardening. Nothing interesting about that.
They did have chickens here at this house, and they all died. And I don't know why. I just thought
There were never any signs. All of our pets just started dying. Like, bro, what the fuck? What do you mean? They had all these chickens. All of them died. They had a couple dogs. I think they died. Like, dude, y'all not use y'all's cognitive abilities just one bit? You mean to tell me nobody was watching the type of videos he was putting out? Nobody heard him making this content? Yo, it's come to a degree, like, whenever you make content out loud, like, I know people hear me. I got my window open. Sometimes I gotta understand the fact that someone might be walking outside and hear me yelling. This nigga was making videos, role-playing, acting like he's killing people, and nobody questioned it. This isn't like me hopping on Battlefield 6 and doing my bullshit. They old. Well, it's not just them, though, because it was multiple people talking about it. I'm talking about his family, too. Denial is strong. Yeah, denial is very strong, you know.
died.
I loved this chicken to death, and this was the picture of right before she got sick and died eventually.
I don't know, but he had like a rabbit, and he was real attached to it, and all of a sudden it just, like, everybody, like the whole family thought something broke in and took it, and, you know.
See, this is what puzzled us. If something got in the cage and got the rabbit, why wasn't there rabbit fur everywhere? If he took it so hard when his little animals would die, I don't know why he kept going through it and getting more and more and more. But he would always come up with another one, always.
I swear he talks. You're just like my rabbit I used to have. You only talk when the camera's not recording. Dumb ferret.
Trey revealed a deeply disturbing incident to
What the
investigators,
fuck?
describing a time he found a lost Doberman and brought it home with him.
One day, I was just in a bad mood. I took the dog into the garage. I put a sheet over my the driver's seat so it wouldn't scratch up my fabric with its claws. And it was just sitting there like a person. I even put the seatbelt on it. And I took it out to Snow Road, and I had a little semi-automatic 22 that I sold a long time ago. And I just proceeded to shoot the dog.
He later attempted to ransom it back to its owner, but she'd already learned it had been killed through a farmer who found the dog's remains. He then maliciously taunted her by telling her he was the one who took its life.
Come here, y'all. Come here. I want y'all to see some shit, y'all. Come here. Y'all, this man took someone's dog and then, like, murdered the dog and then tried to ransom the dog back off to the owner. Yo. Yeah. Wow. and then even bragged to her, saying that he was the one that took his life. I promise y'all, I love my dogs too much. And I know there's gonna be a lot of people out there like, oh, bro, there's gonna be the niggas that act like, oh, I'm saying that I care about animal lives more than human lives. I don't care about his life, you know? Forgive me, but I don't give a fuck. If I find out someone does this type of shit to my dog, yeah, buddy, I hope the police don't find you. The police gonna hit my phone. Oh, I'm sorry, we aren't able to find him. No. I'm looking back at him in the back of the corner of the room like, oh, it's so unfortunate. Yeah, just let me know when y'all find him, I guess. Yeah, like, that's all y'all gotta know. Fuck this shit. I know pets are property, but that's the only way to legal get them back. I mean, yeah, true.
Shot my cat.
Yeah.
I just got home from a long shift of work, and I don't know why, but I opened the door and I had a little kitten there, and I started attacking it for some reason. I don't know why. I can't even say to this day why I did that. I grabbed the break barrel 20 gauge that I gave to my brother, and I stuck a buckshot shell in it, and I pulled the hammer back, and I shot the cat basically like in half. I called my parents and I told them about what happened, and
You told him you actually shot the cat?
Yeah. I told them to help me come up and clean it up.
This nigga told his parents what he did and to come and help him clean him up. Yeah, I'm glad. You know what? Anyone who had no part and was taken from this earth, I pray for them. But for the motherfuckers that he took from this earth that knew this nigga was fucked up in the head like this and didn't do shit, I ain't sleeping 2 to 3. Straight, and I was rolling off a thing. Hey, I appreciate the follows on Twitch, but what I would have to say is he killed people that knew what type of person he was. Yo, I don't feel bad that your son fucking killed you after he done already tried to get you to clean up his murder scene after he blew a kitten in half. Yeah, buddy, you should have knew you were next. That's your fault. You're fucking stupid, and I don't have any remorse for you. I'm glad that he got caught, and I'm glad that someone else didn't get taken away. You know what I mean? Like, this is stupid as fuck. This is stupid as fuck. You see this so... And I know someone said it earlier in the chat. I get it. You can't arrest people off accusations. This ain't accusations. This nigga is mental. This nigga is... I don't know, bro. He's smarter than his parents, though. His parents were brain dead. I feel so sorry that I say that to the people that have actually gone through that, because that's not a good term to use, because they definitely are more capable of having thoughts that can actually work, but they're still so stupid. I need to hear how he talks about this. How did they do this?
And they wouldn't come up. I called them basically yelling at the top of my lungs like, yeah, I just saw a cat. Y'all need to come up here right now and help me clean it up. And they were like, you know, they're like, you need to calm down, Trey. And I'm like, y'all get up here.
We go on the Titanic? No, fuck the Titanic. Bro. Yo. Mom, you need to get here and help me clean up this fucking cat. Trey, calm down. Yo, what the fuck is wrong with you? Mom, I just blew this cat in half. Trey, don't yell. Like, nigga, what?
Right now. They're like, we don't want to come up there with you, you know, this upset. And I threw the phone down and started cleaning up the...
Yeah, bro, yeah. Yeah, this is definitely that niggas would make. You know those videos that would come out of the stereotypical, you know, white boy talking to his mom. Mom, I'm not gonna do this. Fuck you, Mom. That's exactly what I see this nigga as. You're not gonna let me watch anime? You make fun of me for having body pillows? Fuck you, Mom. Like, bro, this nigga is clearly sick in the head. Bro, no, we didn't end up doing it because there wasn't anybody in the stream, and I wanted to make sure we had people in there, and it was already too late. But this nigga's crazy.
County, there's a lot of cows, you know, and a lot of horses. I was thinking, you know, I can easily go up to a pasture and fire high velocity rifle hit a cow, the other cows can't rat out on me. They can't say anything.
His brutality toward animals marked the early signs of something far more disturbing, and those closest to Trey had begun to notice the cracks in his sanity.
One thing that I found a little strange, there was like I play guitar and Mark was wanting to play the drums, we were going to write music. One song that Trey suggested we write was something called The Beast in My Head.
Someone said, oh, that's just Trey being Trey. Bro, this nigga was a dignified weirdo. People knew that. Bro, people thought this nigga was probably all for the cameras. They didn't think this nigga was actually finna blow, son. Until he did, and that's the issue. No one took this nigga seriously. People probably, and I know I'm sitting here laughing at him on this stupid shit because he's stupid, but I feel like everyone else probably laughed in his face too. Because this nigga's over here had the Truman Show in his head. He has some shit way more fucked up than that. Listen to the song he wanted them to write. Imagine you and your homie have a hypothetical band, right? Y'all have a band and y'all trying to think of a song to make up. And then his little brother comes up to you and says, hey, I have an idea for a song.
Trey suggested we write was something called The Beast in My Head. I just thought,
The beast in my head. Nigga, no.
Strange. And actually, I asked Mark, I was like, why do you think he wants to start that? And he's like, oh, maybe.
Bro had a dark passenger with no code. No code.
Research paper was later discovered on his laptop. Trey began to reveal what had truly been on his mind.
When I had done all the serial killer studies, I had contemplated purposefully turning myself into a serial killer. But I looked at the requirements to be one of those, and you have to kill 3 people, and it has to be there has to be a cooling.
This nigga looked up serial killers and said, you know what? I want to be just like them. But fuck. The only way I can actually be classified as a serial killer is if I kill 3 people in a period of cooldown time. So, I have the perfect idea. I have 3 people in my house. I just kill them all at separate times. Then I could be a serial killer. Nigga, you are demented. Do you know how crazy you have to be for, like, nigga? Yo, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? This nigga could have, he studied serial killers and then said, I need to go off these requirements to be a serial killer, and actually did that. Can you imagine if people were that determined to do anything productive in their life? Yo, imagine if he studied fucking billionaires. He would have been a billionaire by the end of the month. This nigga was down for that shit. What are you talking? This nigga said, okay, that's all I gotta do? Fuck!
Down period in between the murders. And I just couldn't commit to that.
His
never
studies
mind.
included some of history's most notorious killers, including Ted Bundy, David Berkowitz, Eileen Wuornos, Jerry Brudos, Jeffrey Dahmer, and Kip Kinkle.
Why the fuck he got sleepers in there? He know about people I haven't even heard about. Have y'all heard about some of these people? David Berkowitz. I know Ted Bundy. I've heard of Jerry, Kip, and Jeffrey, but I don't know about these. Eileen, let me try. I don't know.
To fuel his dark curiosity.
The reason that I had studied all these people was because...
Bro, I'm so glad y'all are yo, I'm so glad y'all are actually on the same page as me, because what the fuck? How does he know those niggas? Who the fuck are those niggas, bro? Like, what the fuck? Yo, this nigga should not be like, yo, is that really what it...
I wanted to see what their strengths were, what their weaknesses were,
Bro.
the number of people that were killed and injured according to what weapons they had, which weapons would be the most effective.
God damn.
I even graded.
You know what? I got you, Michelle. Look at this. It's called Cops Discovered 3 Bodies in YouTuber's Home. Explore with us crime story time. I promise you watch through the same shit and you don't have YouTube Premium, you're gonna get ads every couple minutes, the same as me, Just letting you know.
With an explanation of why I gave that grading. People like Kip Kinkle with a 22 got low scores. I know you're very familiar with Charles Whitman, the UT sniper.
Is he talking stats?
people like him that had Army training and high-powered sniper rifles got higher scores because they knew what weapons were necessary going into the crime to commit maximum damage.
In April of 2009, Trey took a break from short films.
So it's not even about just ending their lives. It's about ending their lives in the most
a little bit
craziest way possible.
Anime unrelated. I'm ranting on all the shootings that have been happening. Pittsburgh, New York.
Yeah, of course,
Alabama, California. You know, they had an article that were like, well, the economy's gone bad. Everyone's losing their job and getting mad and shooting everybody. Yeah, I guess that makes sense since a lot of the shooters lately have recently lost their job. But I'm a firearms owner myself, but it is a little bit disturbing to know that you could be a victim in something like this at these times. All the people that were victims, you think it won't happen to me, but sometimes it does. But seriously, every day I open Yahoo, I'm like, well, time to see what today's shooting is, and hey, there's another one.
Trey detailed series of plans to investigators and revealed that he saved satellite images of specific locations. One in particular was Waller Junior High School.
This plan involved striking about 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. during the lunch crowd. And the idea was pretty much to somehow breach the Black Gate, either by ramming it with a car, or that was pretty much the only way to do it. And basically you do the same thing that Kip Kinkle did, except instead of a .22 rifle, it would be a more high-powered rifle. A day really wouldn't go by where, and it sounds terrible, but a day really wouldn't go by that in some way or the other I didn't think about killing somebody.
He's menacing, he's evil, he's crooked, he's maniacal, he's dirty, and he kind of makes you want to punch him and kill him.
I mean, why do you think that is?
I couldn't get my mind off of it.
I mean, why?
My mind would not leave it. I was doing the amateur filmmaking stuff, and it really wasn't getting me the notoriety that I was looking for.
But why do you feel
This nigga was mad that none of his little these short horror films that he makes he was mad it wasn't getting no motion, so he just started actually killing people. He said, instead of fiction, I want to make more of a documentary. Now you do have notoriety, and this is exactly what he wanted. So, damn.
you need the notoriety?
What you saying that for, JJ? Oh.
I felt like it. I no longer feel that way because of what happened at my house. It was a little too traumatizing to think about.
You did
Trey
it.
will soon describe
What the fuck are you
with
talking
chilling
about?
clarity the grim horrors that unfolded inside his family home. For now, things with Trey seemed to take a turn in August of 2010 when he moved out to live on his own in Hempstead, Texas.
My grandmother passed away a while ago, and now I moved in, so I now have a new house.
He was very paranoid while he was staying at that Hempstead home by himself.
Yeah.
Because, there's a lot of crime and stuff, and he's always kept those guns close. Like,
I mean, was anybody after him?
No. He just was afraid of somebody coming and breaking in.
I had so many locks on the bedroom door I slept at, and there would be times when I would tie the front and the back door together with an extension cord so no one could open it and get in. And there was an instance where in the living room up on the ceiling fan I had a shotgun rigged to the door to fire, pointed at the front entry hall door. But I took.
This nigga is crazy. This nigga had traps set up. Oh my gosh. This nigga had traps set up in his place. A shotgun trap set up in his house. That makes no sense.
Took that down pretty fast because I was like, well, what if, my mom or my dad come in one day and accidentally open the door?
By December.
Do y'all hear what he just said? I appreciate all the follows. I love y'all. That y'all are going crazy. But he's saying he had a trap rigged with a shotgun, so if someone opened the door, it would have just blew him to pieces. But he thought, wait, my mom or dad might come in one day. Were you mad that they would have been hit by the trap and not you? I don't get it. You still did something very, like, when niggas talk like this, it doesn't make no sense to me. I was like, no, I couldn't let him die yet. Yeah.
December 2011, Trey had begun experiencing health issues, a development that left many of his viewers concerned.
But I've had a little bit of shortness of breath lately and a little bit of back pain and stuff.
Saw
and
3.
I haven't been sleeping too well. My eyes are a little swollen. That's why I'm wearing these sunshades. And it seems like I've got the diagnosis of pneumothorax. So if you're religious, I would appreciate it if you prayed for me.
In February of 2012, he uploaded a video titled, Mr. Anime is Planning Something.
This is just an update video to let you guys know that I'm going to reward myself with probably a 2 or 3 week break coming up here from YouTube videos, anime reviews in particular. I might do some blog stuff. I want to thank you guys a lot for sticking with me and watching the channel. I got more subscribers than ever. I have more views than ever, and everything is going really good.
This particular video was removed from his channel for unknown reasons, and many took it as a clue for the brutal act that would soon unfold. Less than a week before the tragic killings, Trey allegedly uploaded another in which he updated his followers on a positive change in his life.
The good news is that I now found a full-time job in a department that I'm interested in, which is film. I'm still going to be doing the Google thing though, and I'm still going to be doing videos. So keep supporting Mr. Anime. I'll still be doing anime reviews, but probably not as many because this job will be full-time. But thanks to all of y'all, I've been able to be recognized by some people, and I'm going to be doing some good stuff.
But whatever future Trey may have had took a shocking turn. While most news articles list March 20th as the tragic day the killings took place, first-hand accounts from Trey state the events unfolded earlier, beginning on the night of Sunday, March 18th, when he visited his family in Waller. It was then that an accidental discharge set an already troubled mind in motion.
I had accidentally fired a round off from the 22 and it hit my bed. And I believe there was a bullet hole in the bed, and nobody heard it. It flashed on my mind that they didn't hear the gun go off, so it kind of told me I could fire a 22 in the house without it being heard.
Later that night, he had a few drinks with his brother Mark before deciding to return to Hempstead.
So he stays in the room, and I go and I get in my Mustang, and I drive to Hempstead, and shouldn't have been drunk driving, but I was. You know the drink Four Loko?
Nigga, after all you've done, taking people from this earth, taking animals, innocent lives from this earth, and you think we care about drinking and driving? Oh, I know I should have been drinking and driving. Nigga, that is not the issue. It always be some other shit. Niggas never want to explain what it is that we're actually mad about. Drinking Four Loko is crazy.
And it was the old formula, and I had been keeping it for a rainy day.
After consuming the alcohol, Trey then made the fateful decision to return to his family home in Waller.
Park in the garage, and my 22 rifles out there.
Appreciate the follows, y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
About 16 rounds. So I go inside, and my mom's like, "Where'd you go?" You know, because I left at like 12 at night or so. So she was like, "Where'd you go?" And I was like, "Oh, I went to Hempstead." And I'm like, "I'd like you to come out in the garage and look at my car bumper," because I'd been in an accident about a week or two earlier. So she comes out, and she gets about halfway down the car length. And God forbid, I pick up the 22.
God forbid?
I turn to
What?
her, and she starts to say something, but she doesn't get anything. She doesn't get any words off. And I fire about 4 times.
Rhonda Sessler, Trey's mother, was 57 years old. Over the years, she played several supporting roles in Trey's films.
Are you the monster hunter?
That's me.
There's a vicious monster over there in the woods. Could you take care of it?
Of course. Being a sacred monster family fighter has been in my family forever.
Her tragic death marked only the beginning for Trey, whose night of horror was only beginning.
After I did that, I was like, well, I'm already committed, really. Can't really go to my brother and my dad and be like, yeah, I just killed our mom. So I put the 22 down, and I go into the house, and my brother intercepts me in the hallway. He's like, what was that? He's like, I don't know what you're doing out there, but it was really loud. And I don't say anything to him. I just quietly walk past him, go into my room. I pick up my Glock 9mm that's full of TAP PDF hollow point rounds, and I go into the hallway. I pointed at him. He doesn't really click with him what's going on, because I would walk around the house with guns a lot sometimes, and I shoot at him twice. I don't know if I hit him or not. I think I probably did. And he
Yo, what's good with y'all? The TikTok live just ended. I don't know why.
I go up to the door.
Thank y'all.
I start kicking at it, but I can't get it open. And about that time, my dad is in bed, and he hears the Glock shots, and he kind of gets up half asleep. He's like, oh, he doesn't know what's going on. So I run in there. I shoot at him a couple times, I think twice.
Bro, TikTok ended, yo. My
He goes
fault.
limp on the bed. I flick the light on. I see he's got this wound in his neck.
His father, Lawton Sessler, was 58 years old.
GG's.
At this point, Trey's older brother, Mark, was still hiding in the family bathroom.
So I go back to the bathroom door, and I start shooting through the door. And I shoot through the door probably 5, 6, or 7 times. And I start kicking at the door again. I can't get it open. So I blow the deadbolt out with 2 shots, I think. I kick the door open, and my brother's lying there in this big pile of blood. It's terrible. It's a bad sight. And I was like, okay.
Bro.
I guess that's got him.
Yo.
Mark
Hold on.
Sessler was only 26 years old. Mark frequently appeared in Trey's early films, often in roles where his character was attacked or killed. Viewed today, these scenes carry a haunting weight.
But I will tell you something that Mark told me about a month and a half before everything happened. And Mark mentioned, he said, "Don't be surprised if you hear on the news that we've all been killed by Trey."
Was he scared of Trey?
No, it was kind of weird the way, like he didn't really seem afraid at all. Like he almost accepted it.
So I was like, well, since I already shot 3 people, I don't want anyone to be suffering, laying on the floor for hours, moaning and groaning. So I'm like, I gotta go.
I ain't
gotta
sleeping till you
retrace
think.
with a more
Hey,
powerful weapon and shoot him again.
I'm gonna explain what happened right after this vid, bro. This is oh my
His
god.
mother, father, and brother again with an AR-15. What he'd already
Quick,
done
just
was horrifying.
explanation though. Quick, just explanation, just so I'm not ruining the vid for those of y'all on YouTube. On TikTok, we just got suspended until the 26th, y'all. It's crazy. I don't know what happened. It says, you know what? It was because we were reacting to this, and it's going over guns and firearms. So that's the reason why they got our shit up out of there. It's unfortunate, but at least it's till the 26th. Damn, it sucks, but let's keep grinding.
But soon, Trey will confess just how close he came to committing yet another atrocity. For now, Trey recounts
Damn.
what happened next, once the reality of what he'd done began to sink in.
And about that time, it was about 1 o'clock, 12:30 to 1.
And the next morning?
Yes, Monday morning. After all that, I just kind of lose it, and I start trashing the house, because I'm like in another zone, I guess. I throw a couple bookshelves over, throw my dad's TV over, start shooting at the TV, start shooting at the light fixtures. I poke some holes in the sheetrock with the AR-15, which you probably knew because there was wall residue on the end of the barrel. Same thing with the Glock. I kind of use it to knock some family pictures and stuff off the wall because I didn't really want to look at them at that time. I shot out some windows toward the woods because as ridiculous as it sounds, even though I just did that to my family, I didn't want to shoot at people's houses. I don't know, because the thing about my family is I would protect them with my life. Like if anyone ever tried to get in there and hurt them, I would go after them real fast.
But you ended their lives.
I know this probably sounds real bad, but at the same time, if anyone was going to hurt him, it was going to be me.
Do y'all not hear? Like, that sounds crazy, does it not? No, well, obviously it does, but are you serious? If someone was gonna hurt him, it was gonna be me. This nigga is sick, y'all.
I'd protect him, but I wouldn't let anyone else get to him. I guess I couldn't protect him from myself.
Trey's murderous rampage, however, was far from over.
This shit
The
is
family
sick.
had pets.
Yes. I go to my dad's bird cage. He had 2 little finches.
What the
And,
fuck?
I start shooting at the bird cage with the Glock. And then I took the bird cage and I chunked it as hard as I could against the wall. And I think that got the second one. I'm not sure. I hear my ferret running around in his cage. I totally forgot about it. I was like, I really hate to do this because I really like that little guy.
This is weird looking. I mean, look at this.
What do you? This makes no sense, y'all. Oh, I really like him. Let me just do this. Wow. Wow.
Thing. What the hell is this, you know? I mean, yeah, I know it's a ferret, but if it's just, I mean, it's pretty adorable. I gotta, ow. Okay, that's not adorable.
I go in there and I fire a shot at the ferret with the 9mm, and I think that I hit him. And then I go down to my room with the Glock still in my hand, and I have a cichlid fish in a 20-gallon fish tank. So I fire once, and the whole fish tank just blows out. And then I go back to the garage, and I kind of look at my mom, and I'm like, I sit next to her, and I'm just kind of sitting there. I don't know if I dozed off or not.
At some point during the chaos, Trey scrawled messages across the walls and doors of the family home. They read, "I'll never forgive myself. I don't know why I did this. God help me. I love my mom, dad, and brother." Though the media speculated as to the motives behind his callous attack, Trey would later explain what he believes ultimately led to the tragedy. For now, he continues his account, stating that by noon, police had not arrived despite the sounds of gunfire.
So I finally decided I've had enough of the house, because this was just front to back shrouded in, death, like a cloud of death. And I was just like, every time I looked at everything, it was just worse and worse.
Trey placed phone calls to each of his parents' workplaces, the elementary school where his father was a teacher, and the Waller Times newspaper where his mother worked, claiming they were sick. Then he left the home in his black GT Mustang, and with a car filled with firearms, ammunition, and a case of beer, Trey drove to the parking lot of the Waller Junior High School.
And I'm sitting there, and I have it timed to where it's about 2:45. It's time for school to let out. And I see the flood of people going, and I'm just kind of staring at them. And I'm like, there's my opportunity. Go ahead, go get them. You have an AR-15 in the back with 30, 60, 90, 120, 150 rounds. And I'm even sitting there drinking my beers, watching. And obviously, as you guys know, I don't do anything. I would have done it if I would have wanted to do that. And I did not do that. Because
That doesn't make you a good person. I hope you know that. Like,
maybe
what?
it's just what happened was too real.
Trey left the school parking lot with no one realizing how narrowly they escaped disaster. Afterward, he drove to his friend Casey's house, where he spent the night. The next evening, police surrounded the home.
He goes outside, and I go outside, and I have my Glock in my hand, and it's loaded, ready to fire, I think, because I'm like, well, it's obvious that there's going to be about 50 people or whatever descending on me. And then I noticed that Casey's standing next to me, and I'm like, well, if I start shooting, there's a 100% possibility I can safely say that me and probably Casey are going to get hit by police gunfire. And once again, there was no reason for anyone else to get hurt. So I take the Glock and throw it into the grass and give it up. And then I get apprehended.
Though many details of the tragedy had fallen into place, one question still lingered that could only be answered by Trey himself.
I mean, do you have any idea what set you off?
There wasn't there wasn't any kind of argument. I can safely say that. I guess too much exposure to violence had built up over all the things that I had like shot and all that stuff.
But why them? Why your mom, your dad, and your brother?
I guess I could maybe because they were the first immediate human targets in my sight. Well, I read a report. I don't know how they got that information, but they said that I claimed that I did all that because I wanted to spare them the embarrassment or whatever. Or that's not really accurate. I guess they were just targets of opportunity, I guess.
Was it something you fantasized about doing and then kind of thought, hell, I'll do it?
I had never fantasized about murdering my family. No. It was premeditated maybe an hour before it happened, or 30 minutes before it happened.
So still premeditated.
But if I would have woke up that day and y'all would have come to me and asked me, are you going to kill your family tonight, I would definitely have said no.
On March 21st, 2012, one day after his arrest, Trey called his grandmother, who just lost her son, and his Aunt Liz, who lost a beloved brother.
I don't know, Grandma. I just wanted to apologize.
Well,
for what I did to your son.
if you believe on the Lord Jesus Christ and are really sincere, God will forgive you.
I don't know what to say. I know you loved your brother.
I did.
I love my dad.
It blew us away what you did. We don't understand it, but we still love you.
My whole family is dead. I'm so sorry.
I know you are.
I don't think God will ever forgive me.
His Aunt Liz visited Trey in jail on April 8th, Easter Sunday, where she was left haunted by his spine-chilling words.
And he says, Aunt Liz, I don't want you to be disappointed in me. And then he voluntarily, out of the blue, clear sky, said, Aunt Liz, I just want you to know that they did not suffer. And his whole voice changed from sweet to, I made sure of that.
22-year-old Trey Eric Sessler was ultimately charged with 3 counts of capital murder. On August 2nd, 2012, after entering a plea of guilty on all counts, he was sentenced to life imprisonment without the possibility of parole. He's currently being held at the CT Terrell unit in Rocheron, Texas.
This is Trey Sessler, or as you know me, Mr. Anime, signing out. Goodbye, my friends.
Iwoo reached out to Trey for an interview. He responded in 2024, stating he has no new information to offer and suggesting there are far more interesting stories than his, adding, the memories associated with what I was involved in are best left alone. Trey's YouTube channel, LensCap Productions, remained active for 8 years following the murders until it was removed from the platform in 2020. It was later reinstated, where it remains active at the time of this video.
Wow. Well, y'all, that was a good video. If y'all want to go watch ones like that, check out more reactions as well by us in the YouTube. Till next time, I'll catch y'all later. Stay safe. Peace.